So in preparation of Batman v Superman coming out this week, I watched Man of Steel. I didn't see it when it came out because at that time in 2013 I wasn't really watching that many movies, and plus I didn't really have that much of an interest in Superman. Some people seem to like it, and others think it's a pile of garbage. So now that I've finally watched it, what did I think? Superman isn't really my favorite superhero at all. The DC universe in general hasn't interested me as much as the Marvel universe lately. My favorite interpretation of Superman is from the 90s cartoon or Justice League, which animation seems to be a realm that DC is really good at. But as far as live action films, they've been very hit and miss. And Man of Steel is, I believe, the third live action adaptation of Superman. So for the story of this film, I'm sure a lot of you are already familiar with it, since the story of Superman has been told so many times. Kal-El is sent to Earth from Krypton and is raised by human parents in Kansas. And back on Krypton, General Zod is banished in this zone thing. I forgot what it was called. But Krypton was a doomed planet, so it implodes and General Zod and his posse are free. And when Kal-El, or Clark Kent, grows up, he finds this ship that has the consciousness of his father in it. And there he learns where he actually came from. And since the ship has been activated, General Zod now knows where Kal-El is. And he comes to Earth and wants to terraform it and make it more like Krypton. And basically restart the Krypton race and destroy the human race. So my main problem with this movie is that it has very awkward pacing in the first half. There are a lot of flashbacks. And by the time we get to the part where Zod comes to Earth, it feels like the movie is about to be over. It's really weird. Or maybe that's just me. The second half of the movie feels a lot more like general superhero film fare. And of course, there's a lot of destroying of Metropolis, which is a complaint that a lot of people have about this movie. But they also destroy Smallville quite a lot too. And there's also a lot of religious and Jesus imagery. I mean, Christ, there's a church scene where Superman is beside a picture of Christ. I say Christ twice. Make that 3 times. I get it. Superman is a god among men. You don't have to hammer it in so much. We already know this. Another thing that bothered me is the relationship with Lois. It didn't seem to develop all that well. And that made it feel awkward when she eventually kisses him. It's like, really? You guys feel that way about each other already? It didn't really seem like it. I guess with every interpretation of Superman, there's always going to be that moment where Lois and Clark have to kiss. But in this one, it just felt weird. But overall, is it as bad as people say? Not really. But is it a good superhero movie? Well, I wouldn't say that either. It's mainly just bland than good or bad. And it's kind of the way I see Superman in general. Just bland. So maybe that's just on me. So if you've seen Man of Steel, tell me what you thought down in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, by now we're getting a bit used to winter. We're like soldiers in the middle of a campaign, growing hardened to discomfort and better able to